come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it blind in my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. Know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, ready. 18 David. Hey, watch the slant. Wahoo.
Throwing on first down. Love. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. On a jet sweep, this is Johnson. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Come on, set. 60, orange. And let's get this. Set, go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Love. Flushed out right. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Ready? Check right. Mike 52 right here. Drop deep, drop deep.
On first down, Chandler, he gets away from 1. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At their 48-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mark 55, Mark 55. Here we go, D. Check 55.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. King. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. First down, a run with Cohen. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, let's go second.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down, King. And Robinson with a big catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. On the draw, this is Cohen. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Get ready. Get ready.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
He's checking credit. Check no ball. 699. Shift. Switch.
They run. This is Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
80 weapon. Ready.
Following the fumble recovery, Love. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check. 66. Bullet high. Smoke. Cheetah. Ready, go.
From the gun, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bears take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. King. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. King now, throwing again. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Stepping up, he'll try and run. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Just like that. Just like that. Say. Check.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Chicago.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Check it back.
Now Cohen. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
On 2nd down now, it's Brooks. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 7. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. King. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now King from the gun, he'll throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
King going to throw again. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's King. Off play action. That's complete right side to Gabriel. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this 1st half, and he's got a 1st and 10. To throw is King, operating from the gun. And he slings one that's incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. But it's going to be 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Off the play fake. King. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Now they go screen. It's complete. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2nd and 15. It's complete to Robinson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. King now, throwing on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this.
Drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Draw play, Cohen. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the gun on 3rd down, King. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Ready.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, Love. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You ain't got nothing. Ready, go.
From the gun, Love. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, Love. But it's brought in by Washington. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, it's Samuels. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Let's go, D.
They'll keep it on the ground. Brooks, he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Looking to throw. Love. And it's caught. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah.
What I would do here.
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. Retake the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 14-10. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now King, off the play fake. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 1st and 10, Love. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Escaping the pressure right. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now a give right side. It's Brooks. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
53 is the yes! 53. Defense wins championships, baby. Check. 53 is mine. Check. 53 is mine. I got it. Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Love setting up the screen. This is Samuels. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yards.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Operating from the gun. Love. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Got an open man, it's Washington. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Love. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. On 1st down, it's Cohen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call, because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. 2nd and 5. Washington's got it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, Love. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Slam, slam, slam. Check 31, check 31.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
King to throw on second down, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Back to throw. King. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's King looking to throw on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Finding Gabriel complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Cohen. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. To throw is King. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Check. Check out route. Hot, hot. Watch the safety creep. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hey.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Push him back. Hey, alert 3, go.
They try again with Cohen. And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Throw it in. Pick me up. Here we go. Tight right. Tight right. 3 down. 3 down.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the left hash. A chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Chicago, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis,